Welcome back to the Pay and Game YouTube channel, and the Riyadh season show is rolling on. But before we get Anthony Joshua at the Wembley Stadium show, we're getting Terence "Bud" Crawford versus Israil Madrimov in LA at the BMO Stadium on August 3rd. I can't wait for this event, and especially because I'm going to be there. I've never been to America before in my life, let alone LA, let alone to watch a show like this. My excitement is on a 10, and I want to say at the start, thanks to you guys, right? Because I'm only getting to go there because of you lot supporting me and watching the shows. I couldn't do this without you, and I've never been to America, so it's a dream come true, man. To be able to watch one of the greatest fighters of all time, in my opinion, in person, that's a treat. Like, when you look through the ages and you say, I got to see Manny Pacquiao, I got to see Floyd Mayweather, I got to see Terence Crawford, in 5 to 10 years is going to be one of those things that people want to brag about, and I'm going to be lucky enough to be able to say that. Not only is Crawford one of the best pound for pound fighters in the game right now, and just in terms of skill, but he's also, for me, the most entertaining. Like, I like watching Terence Crawford fight probably more than any other fighter. And what I will say is, they've given him a fucking test for this one, like, because this young bull, Madrimov, is a fucking nightmare. Like, he is a beast. And the reason they're doing this is because Crawford wants to make history. He's not just comfortable having easy fights, making cash. He wants to leave a legacy behind. And I look at fighters like Tank Davis and I think, this is who you should be modeling yourself off. He's the ultimate pro. And after becoming undisputed at 147 pounds, which was his second undisputed title, by the way, which is insane, he's now moving up to 154 to chase his 4th division world title. And that is worth bragging about, right? Talk your shit, Terence Crawford. This is historic. And Terence Crawford might be pound for pound number 1. You could easily argue he is. I know a lot of people like Inoue, who's also in the top 3. Usyk is obviously top 2, in my opinion. I mean, the guy just took down Tyson Fury, who weighed, what, 60 pounds more than him? And it's very hard to argue when someone's pulled off a monumental task like what he did. But in terms of all-round skill, I look at Terence Crawford, and the man is like the Swiss Army knife of boxing. Whatever tool you need for the job, he's got it somewhere, and he'll bring it out in the fight. So purely for skills, I think you could easily say Crawford's number 1. And the way he might just be able to prove it is not only by winning his 4th weight world title, but then moving up again, and if the rumors are to be true, fighting Canelo Alvarez. Even Alexander Usyk is going to have to say, fuck me. That would be insane. And that is another reason why this event is so important. This could be a stepping stone towards not just greatness, he's already great, but really, really ridiculously great. And before I go into all the footage, there's a lot of great fights on this card, but one other one that really caught my eye is Andy Ruiz Jr. returning to fight Big Baby Miller. Andy Ruiz has got one of the most shocking wins in boxing history over Anthony Joshua. Only Usyk and Ruiz have beaten AJ. A lot of people say, well, he caught AJ off guard and all that, but that's not the only reason he did that. This bloke has skills. For his size, 270 pounds, it's a joke how quickly he can move. And with Big Baby at 330 pounds, this fight is going to look like two absolute monsters just clashing in the middle, throwing haymakers. And Big Baby's got a point to prove after his first loss against Daniel Dubois. He's not going to want to give anything away. There's going to be 600 pounds of power in that ring, just throwing leather. And I think we're getting a knockout in that one. And one other thing, before I go into the footage of these fights, if you're in the LA area, California, or even just America, there's another reason why you have to go and see this fight. Because the GOAT is performing there. Eminem is going to be on stage. Now, I've been an Eminem fan since I was, 11 years old, right? I always wanted to see him, never managed it, never happened in my life. And now I'm going to be there in the arena, and this man, maybe Lose Yourself, I don't know what he's going to be performing. Either way, I'm going to be going insane. Not only am I getting to see one of my favorite fighters ever, I'm going to see probably my favorite music artist ever on the same night. Let's just say the next day, don't message me, don't talk to me. I don't know what state I'm going to be in because I'm going to have a good time that night. Now, this was the last fight from Terence "Bud" Crawford. It was Errol Spence Jr. he was up against, which was seen as a 50-50 pound for pound decider, and instead turned into a boxing lesson from the master to the student. And it really was surprising, shocking even, how easy Bud Crawford just dismantled this man. And I noticed what Errol Spence does that Madrimov also does, is he sort of lunges in sometimes like that. And you know what? you get punished for it. But the thing with Errol is, once he felt the power of Crawford, it really hurt his confidence and his ability to fully commit with those shots. Madrimov has a rock jaw, and when he commits, he fucking commits like he's getting married. So I do think Madrimov will be a harder fight than Errol Spence, 100%. He's bigger as well. And although he's only got 10 wins on his record, his amateur record is extensive, over 100 fights. And kind of like, you know, how Usyk's record is deceptive. And what's ironic is he tries to do the same things as Usyk does in the sense of pushing you back, varying the shots up, and really putting you under pressure. So we're going to find out at 36 years old, where is Terence Crawford's resistance to a young bull like that? And can you tame him? And the fact that he's both-handed the way he is, I mean, he's so competent in there. This fight was so brutal, it made me feel bad for Errol. Like, I was like, oh God, this was supposed to be competitive, this. Like, when a fight is supposed to be a 50-50 and one guy is that much better, you feel a bit embarrassed for the other dude. I mean, look at his face, fuck me, man. And he did get caught there, Crawford. And I tell you one thing, Madrimov can hit. And he hits with like leaping shots. So if you do leave a little bit of a gap there, he could hurt Crawford. He's a younger lad, you know what I mean? And he's strong. He's really strong. Not that Crawford isn't strong. Crawford's strong as fuck, actually. So let me show you a quick bit of Madrimov. This fight really was a sexy performance, I've got to say. I mean, it's not sexy because of them, just to be clear. I'm not saying anything about the, you know what I mean? Look at this. So this is Madrimov in the white shorts here. I know he's not the most well-known boxer, but fuck me. When you see him, you'll know why he's getting this fight. And look, he gets in and out. He does drop his hands, which Errol Spence also did. And you'd think Crawford would be able to find a way to capitalize on that. But when he does get hit, he's so determined. He shows nothing. His poker face is brilliant. He looks like nothing can bother him. Switch it in. I'm here, I'm there. And he's just real fun to watch sometimes, like. Oh, fucking hell. Now that was impressive. Love that. He has modified his style a little bit since this fight. And look, you couldn't be this risky, in my opinion, against Crawford. But throwing a bit of that in there for a Crawford-like robot who can just detect everything, you've got to be a bit random. You've got to do something that's going to make you harder to read for him. Being unpredictable is going to give you a chance. Ooh, love that. And this is the kind of ferocity he's going to have to bring to a Terence Crawford. And I'll tell you one thing. This lad, when he smells a bit of blood, he's like a fucking shark in the water. He just keeps coming. I've watched most of his fights. I've never seen him look hurt, never seen him take a backward step yet. And with that undefeated mind state, and, you know, he's never lost, he doesn't know how to, he's going to come in with that youthful arrogance. And Terence Crawford is going to have to break that will. And another one, body shot drop. He loves his body shots. He throws body shots like other fighters throw shots to the chin. He commits like it's a knockout punch. Now, I wouldn't say that they're the same fighter entirely by any means, but Porter, when he fought Crawford, tried to do similar things. And early on, because of the explosive style he's got, and because of that front foot pressure, he did win a fair few rounds. And if you can start banking rounds early against Crawford, if he does have a slow start, and that rock chin holds up, and you can carry on pressuring, Crawford likes to let you go and try and figure out an answer to try and shut the lights off later. If he can't find that, this young kid could cause him some serious problems and have him maybe panicking at some point that, fuck me, I need to find an answer here. Yeah, you could, yeah, shit like that, man. This is what I'm talking about. You've got to rough Crawford up. You can't try and have a technical boxing match with him. He's going to piece you up. What I will give Crawford credit on is even when he is taking shots like that and the fight isn't all going his way, he's always calm. He doesn't get fazed by much at all. Yep. This is exactly what I'm talking about. And tell you what, Crawford took one right on the chin there. That fucking chin must be rock. And he's laughing and smiling because he knows, like, I'm in a fucking fight, yeah, like. But what I will say is, on the back foot, Crawford is so good. And this is what happens when people start getting hurt by Crawford. They're scared to come in range because they're getting hit from things they don't even see coming from all angles. There you go. 2, 3. And that is how frustrating it is. Porter is literally punching the ground because Crawford is such an intelligent fighter and he's just catching him so easily now. And this was where Madrimov won his world title against Kurbanov. This was at AJ versus Ngannou. And to be honest, I thought for a world title fight it would be competitive. It really wasn't. And he really does invest in the body. Jesus Christ. Bang! Look at that left hook to the body. If he can do that to Crawford, it might actually give him a chance. Just hammer that body. Slow the body down. Because as good as fucking Crawford's brain is, if his body ain't fucking working the same, he's not the same. Ooh, and another body shot. Oh my God, this is demolition shit, this, right? And what he does is he overinvests in the body to get you to drop your hands, to hold your body and then leave your chin open. And that's what happens. In terms of come forward pressure, this is a good example of how Terence Crawford can try and deal with it. Avanesian here is always on the front foot, gave a great account of himself in this fight, and just never stopped coming forward all night. But what Crawford did was subdue him a little bit with that jab to the gloves, just to keep his... There, he just snuck that body shot in there, just to divert his attention away. And Crawford is actually so accurate, he can break the guard, go straight through it. But I will say, if I'm Madrimov, I would look at this fight and take a little bit of confidence from him, because Avanesian, like Porter, did have a good few rounds there where he could have built on it had he have been able to have the stamina, had he had the rock chin that Madrimov has. I think Madrimov can go a step further and be an even bigger test for him. You see Crawford here just getting that high guard up just to keep him busy so that he can't get you into a corner and unload on you. He's just circling out of that corner lovely. He's just so fucking clever. I think he's the smartest fighter since Floyd Mayweather. Because just like Floyd, when you prepare for him, you're not preparing for a style. You're preparing for as many as he wants. Now, unfortunately for Madrimov, despite him being able to take a little bit of hope from that Porter fight, from the Avanesian fight, they both end in a similar way, with Terence Crawford picking you the fuck apart, just like this, man. Look at him, just pop, 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 move, pop, 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 move. It must be so demoralizing. And it would be ironic if Crawford used body shots. Oh, shit. Clean on the button. My God. He makes it look so fucking easy. Now, this is Madrimov in there with Walker, who was 14-0 with 14 knockouts. Bigger guy, and it was supposed to be like an acid test. The way Madrimov kept walking through his shots, wow, it was impressive. The kid's got a rock chin, like. Look at that. Now, that is a shot and a half, mate. Ironically, the referee actually didn't read that correctly. I think he thought like a shoulder had landed on the lad's chin. Oh no, it was a fucking punch. That guy is so out of it. And he was the knockout artist coming into this. If I'm Crawford, I'm watching out for these like leaping in punches, because he generates so much force with that. I mean, this guy is fucked. He's down for minutes there. Like, while he can do the sort of Usyk style pressure, he's also capable of a little bit of magic. That being said, he's not the only one, because we're going to look at Terence Crawford here versus two UK legends, Amir Khan and Kell Brook, who I rate very highly, but Terence Crawford made them look so ordinary, it was unbelievable. Here's the Amir Khan shot, and look at him. First round, that drops him. This is Amir Khan. First round, down, like you don't even belong in there with him. Here's the Kell Brook knockout where Crawford just reads him coming in, and that ability to counterpunch and throw at the exact same time you do. It's look at Kell Brook, yeah. He doesn't know where the fuck he is, man. Jesus, that's what it does to them. And again, this is Kell Brook, like a really, really good fighter, and just made to look like he doesn't belong. So I think that fight has got fireworks written all over it. Madrimov is an underdog, so if he wins, as good as he is, it's a massive shock. If Crawford wins, he's what, 2 or 3 fights away from being undisputed at a third weight? We're watching history in the making right now with this guy. Now let's look at Jarrell Big Baby Miller versus Andy Ruiz. I'm going to hop into this Jarrell Miller fight here against Brown. I mean, this is what Jarrell does. He keeps coming forward all night. The man's 330 pounds, got really good cardio for the size of him, and a head that's bigger than most people's garages. And that's why his chin is ridiculously good. I mean, I don't know what the hell it's going to take to knock this guy out. He lasted longer than Hrgovic did against Dubois. He went 10th round with Dubois. To be fair to him, he's not only just able to take damage, he's able to fucking give it as well. And look at them. Look at that. Go on, son. Fuck me, I feel like I'm watching it live. Jarrell Miller still taking licks, still coming forward. What does it take to hurt this motherfucker? Damn, look at this. Mate, this isn't good for anyone. Oh, shit. What a stoppage. What is that? That's got to be it, surely? Don't get up. Oh, no. Oh, fuck. Nah, ref. Come on, mate. Jesus. There's violence, and then there's that. So yeah, Big Baby can fucking smack. There's no two ways about it. Now, against Daniel Dubois, Big Baby obviously didn't win the fight, but he did show a lot of grit, determination, and this was a real who are you fight for Daniel Dubois. Like, how bad do you really want this? Because the people thought he was a quitter, and with the forward pressure, of Jarrell Miller, he was really having to dig all the way as deep as humanly possible. And Jarrell won 2 out of the first 6 rounds, right? That's not nothing here, according to the guy's scorecard on DAZN, which is questionable at best sometimes. But I was so impressed with the way he kept coming forward and made Daniel Dubois put on his career best performance, because that's what it was going to take. To hurt a guy that big, that fit, it was fucking hard. I'm not saying he's hard to hit and he's fucking bobbing and weaving, right? I'm not saying that, by the way. Big Baby Miller is not hard to hit. What he is hard to hurt. When I look at Andy Ruiz and where he is in his career right now, we're all asking similar questions of Ruiz that we were asking of Dubois. Who are you? How bad do you want this? We know the talent's there. We've seen he has elite talent. I don't know if I've seen a 270-pound man have hands that quick before. But which Andy Ruiz shows up? Now, I've got a few different versions of who might show up. Now, the best version is obviously the first Anthony Joshua fight. That Andy Ruiz was quite fit because he was off the back of a recent fight and he got dropped in the 3rd round. And everyone thought, here it goes. AJ's going to do what he always does. By the way, that shot that Anthony Ruiz took, that was the same shot I think that Ngannou took, that many other people have took and got knocked the fuck out. Andy Ruiz's chin is fucking unbelievable. And as much as everyone thought in that arena, this is when AJ gets him out of there, there was one person who didn't read the script and his name was Andy Ruiz Jr. That motherfucker thought, oh, is that what we're doing now? Oh, fuck all this boxing shit. I'm gonna fight you. And that is exactly what he did. We're scrapping, boy. Yeah, I've been doing this in Mexico for years. Look at this, man. This is what I want. And look, I love AJ, but this was one of the greatest comebacks and upsets ever. Look, people don't really appreciate how hard it is for Andy Ruiz to move that quick at that weight. Because AJ is one of the quickest combination punchers in boxing. So if you can outland him and get there first, you're a fucking freak. The question is Andy Ruiz going to be as fit as he was in this fight? AJ on wobbly legs there. Usyk never did that to him. That shows how special Ruiz can be if he trains. Because Ruiz's fucking biggest threat is himself. Can you get up in the morning and do the miles and all of that? And there we go. And when he goes and he feels like he's got you, he isn't going to stop. Like, oh, that was amazing to see a man as great as AJ put down by this little Mexican was outrageous. And I say a little, he's fucking huge, really, but he's just shorter than AJ. That for me was the best Andy Ruiz I've ever seen. Now, if Andy Ruiz turns up like he did in this fight against Luis Ortiz, I would be worried for him. This was the fucking 2nd round where he drops Ortiz. And look, it was a beautiful shot. The problem was what came for the rest of the fight. Massive lulls in action. He wasn't fighting like a man with a gas tank he believed in. He was conserving energy. And when he was getting clipped. As we're seeing here. How can you be faster than Anthony Joshua and then be getting clipped like this? And for me, it's just a lack of preparation. And if he comes in underprepared, Big Baby might fucking do it. Now, ironically, one of my favourite Ruiz performances was against Arreola, and he gave him a really tough first few rounds. And this was when Ruiz was being trained by Canelo's team. So he was 256 pounds. He trimmed down about, 15 pounds of body fat. And you'd thought he's going to come in much fitter, and he did. But he was struggling to take some of the shots. And I am interested to think, sometimes with some fighters, they lose a bit of weight, their resistance to punches dramatically decreases. And if you're in there with a 330-pound beast, well, you don't want to be taking shots when you haven't got the weight to actually absorb it. This is Ruiz getting up after being hurt, and he is still scrapping, just like he did in the AJ fight. When he gets dropped, he becomes more dangerous after getting dropped, without a doubt. Fuck me, Ruiz got hurt again there and again. Fuck you know. And look, I guess this might be why he put a bit of the weight back on for the fight afterwards. But do you know what? As much as he's getting hurt right now, look at him. He's still in there fucking going for it, leathering. It's meant. He does not know how to take a backward step, this guy. Now, despite the points I've made about the chin potentially being reduced due to losing the body weight, what you can't see is when we get to round 11, 140 punches landed to 95. Ruiz is outworking him and outlanding him by a mile. With the coaching of Canelo's team, they clearly had him as fit as he'd ever been. He come back from adversity. He took the fight over. And I think if he wants to be a Big Baby Miller, there's going to be adversity. The guy is just too tough to not have to go through some shit to get rid of him. And you are going to have to throw so many punches to keep him off you in the same way Daniel Dubois did. So if the AJ1 or the Arreola version of Ruiz comes in, I'm favouring him. But if the version of him that came in against Ortiz comes in, I'm not so sure. It's going to be an absolute war because both blokes can bang, especially Ruiz, but both of them have got chins made of stone. So that's one fight I'm really looking forward to. Now, moving down the card, another world title fight that is going to be a banger is Pitbull Cruz versus Jose Valenzuela. Now, Pitbull Cruz is called Pitbull for a reason. The man's a dog. He should be coming out with a muzzle on. He's an absolute fucking animal. Now, Cruz is the 140-pound champion, right? This is, I think it's his last fight against Romero, and you'll see why they call him Pitbull, because this is the first round. Now, normally in boxing, we have a feeling out process. The only thing this guy wants to feel is your chin on his knuckles, mate, because he is coming to deck you, just straight up maul you, and he ain't taking any time to feel you out, swinging for the chin. Look at the fucking look in his eyes. Imagine that walking towards you. Oh, I mean, this guy. Oh, shit. Fuck me. When someone's that out of it, you fucking worry for that. Look at that. The crowd are going mental. He's a star, him. He's really fun to watch him. He's got that warrior in him, and you can't teach that. It's in there. Now, Valenzuela, I haven't seen as much of. I watched a little bit of him before making this video, and I seen this lovely little highlight of him where he's fighting an older veteran here who's a crafty old veteran who you think be a bit of a hard night's work this because he's got so much more experience. And that is what he did to him. And those long limbs at such a lightweight, you know, Pitbull, he's not long-limbed, right? That's a major advantage he's going to have in this fight. And, you know, he's got the power as well for a sort of lanky-looking frame. I mean, he just shut the lights out there, like. So I'm excited for that one. And the last one I'm going to talk about today is Martin Bakole versus Jared Anderson. Another battle of two heavyweight giants. Bakole is 6'6", 300 pounds, fucking straight up beast, this bloke, right? He's a genuine challenger in the heavyweight division. He's a very good fighter. The fact that this is even like on this card with Ruiz and Big Baby is absurd. And Jared Anderson is probably one of the best young talents in the heavyweight division. A lot of people pick him as the one to watch for the next generation. And the reason is he's 6'4", he's like chiseled like AJ, maybe not quite as muscular, but fitness-wise, he is in the top 3 fittest heavyweights easily. I mean, the only heavyweight I'd put above him is Usyk for fitness, and he's a freak, man. Now, this is Bakole here, 21 stone, 5 pounds, mate. What on earth? And this is Bakole in the ring with Carlos Takam, who is now a bit of an OG in the heavyweight division. You know, he's fought the best of the best, to be fair to him. And that jab, I like the way he's just pinging that jab on him. Yes. And you know, with those long arms, your head movement has got to be fucking good to get out the way of them. I like the look in his eyes as well. It's a one of disdain. It's like, I'm here to fucking hurt you, old man. And you know what, right? When you're a big man, you should fucking fight like one, and that's exactly what he's doing. He has got Carlos Takam on the edge of range, just not wanting to come in and trade because he is getting torn apart by that jab. He's took the center and went, I'm going to stand here all night and beat the shit out of you. Come do something about it. Bang, lovely body shot, straight in, slipped right in there, and you can see Takam's like, oh, I'm fucked here. Can we just call it off? And this is why I'm so hyped about the heavyweight division, man. We've got 2 great heavyweight fights on this card, and he's got Takam on the run here, big time. Lovely body shot, that is nasty, that, like, and Takam is really in trouble here. He's getting hit that hard, and that, oh, and another one. That was fucking genius, that. I tell you what, a lot of people, they look at big men, they think, oh, you can't be that clever of a fighter. That was very clever the way he set that up. Poor Takam. And this is why I'm so surprised, right? Because Bakole is a serious fucking operator. And the young lad, Jared Anderson, he's 24 years old. Imagine getting in the ring with that. I don't care how talented and young and fucking good prospect you are. 24 years old in the ring with that man. Because at 24, I still felt like a young idiot. Do you know what I mean? This is serious shit, this, like. To be fair, Jared Anderson isn't a young idiot. I mean, he throws punches in bunches. It's just whether this kid can keep out of the way of that range and that power and stay active and in his face. He's going to have to try and Usyk this shit a bit. And when I talk about the pace he puts on people, the numbers of punches he throws for a heavyweight is ridiculous. Body shot, fucking whacking him to the body, and you can see he's just breaking him down because this guy is doing nothing but covering his head. So he's like, right, I'll fucking take what I'm given. And this is where Jared Anderson really shows the level of cardio he's got for a big man. I mean, he is just throwing, and he's not tiring at all. And look, if he did this all night, he would. But like, he can keep going for a ridiculous amount of time. And there he is, just in the corner. There is no fight. This is a one-sided beatdown. And Jared Anderson was swinging the hammer. And Jared actually has a really good amateur pedigree. He won the US Nationals as well. So he's not just an athlete. He's been there and done it. I'm just surprised that they're giving him this level of test this early. But fuck me, we're in for a treat. Now, Eddie Hearn is calling this card the greatest card in American boxing history, and you can see why. I mean, it is stacked. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on the pound for pound. Where do you rank Terence Crawford at? I think we're going to do some debates about that on the channel very soon about pound for pound. I'm also going to be doing more content around this card with predictions, maybe a profile on Terence Crawford as well. I'd love to talk more about his story, like I kind of did for the Usyk and Fury fight. That was really fun to do. But yeah, let me know your predictions in the comments below for all these fights. Hit the like button, subscribe to the Pain Game YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.